start small, learn a lot, like go in and do as much research as you can, but don't let that hold you back from like getting started. And I forgot my third one. Join the NBVA. Once you have kind of got things going, and save up to go to Vegas so that you can see us and learn lots at the convention.
I would say start small, like Jen said, but grow at whatever pace you're comfortable with. If you want to go out and find one location a month, find one location a month. If you only want to do one every 2 months, that's the beauty of this business. You can scale it exactly whatever speed you're comfortable with. That's what I think is most important. Also, I really try to be budget friendly in the beginning as well, because you don't know if this is going to be for you, honestly. So before you go out and finance, $6,000 machines, maybe try something that's going to be a little bit more beneficial budget-wise for you to see if you like it, because this business requires you to go out and talk to people. You got to go and ask businesses if you can put your machine in their business, and that's not for everyone. So just find out what's going to work best for you, and then kind of plan your growth accordingly.
Great advice.
Good one. So my advice would be, first thing to do is join the Discord. That would be 100% the first thing that I would do if you're new to vending, because there's so many people in there and such free advice and hours of reading and pictures and a lot of help. Secondly, I would start, if my choice, I would start with mini claw machines. That would be my choice of all the types of vending that I would choose from, just because your return on investment is pretty quick. And you can get some at pretty reasonable prices, and it's a great way to get started, and it's a lot of fun to pick toys. And then other advice is grow slow. Don't get too overzealous, because it's definitely worth it to buy a machine, pay it off, buy another machine, pay it off, and work your way slowly instead of too quick, because you can get yourself neck deep pretty fast and all the excitement. So, and then last advice would be 100% join the NBVA, because I think that's the best group of people and in the industry that are going to help you a lot. So those are my things.
Just like Jen and everyone else made the advice, start small. See how you do, feel it out. And I love Jen's advice. If you got a certain company that you like to work with, keep going. That's what I did. I personally like importing my machines because I can get a whole bunch of them for a smaller price. Like I can pretty much roll them like way faster than ordering in States. So that's my advice. And one last thing would be have fun with this career, because this is one of the coolest jobs I've ever had. And my 5-year mark is coming up here in September. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. And I still wake up, and my wife and I, like, we give each other high fives. Like, we just went out to eat. We were servicing a location today, and after we got done, we were like, can you believe it's almost been 5 years and stuff? And we gave each other high fives. Look at us. I can't believe this is our career, We get to do this every single day. And there is a lot of work behind it. And as you grow, you become more dependent on doing research and doing bigger stuff. If you start out small and you stay small, it's a fun side hustle. But as you get bigger, it is a lot more work, but it's still fun. So enjoy it, find out if you enjoy it, and enjoy it with your family too.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Joining me tonight, I got Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Also joining us tonight, which we haven't seen in, I don't know, has it been a couple weeks or just 1 week?
A few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Is Jen, also known as Jen Vend, and also president of the NBVA. Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Oh, your microphone sounds good tonight. Man, it's popping.
Yes, it's crisp.
It is very crisp. Nice. So welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Lots of stuff to talk about tonight. NBVA is a
5
little
weeks
over
away. It's 5 weeks
thank
away.
you. Yeah, 5 weeks away.
From today, we'll be on the trade show floor.
That's so crazy. Doing a big giveaway. 7 items will be given away. Crazy. So lots of stuff going on. Pretty exciting. And so a lot of people in the chat already. Man, it filled up really quick. That was fast.
Yeah,
Very
did.
cool.
It did.
So, why don't you guys talk about your weeks and what you've been up to? Well, Janet, go first because you're the longest. We haven't seen you forever.
um, we have a full house. We have my boyfriend's family is in town, so it's been a packed house. And just been going out and servicing, doing the same old thing. And on my route, I've added a couple locations just by going out in between locations and seeing if anyone wants to add some stuff. So always trying to grow and just keep doing my thing.
Nice. Very cool. And you've been really active in the Vending Academy, so you have been around, for that group, and and we talked to you a lot. But I mean, yeah, and the live streams we haven't seen you in a while, so good to know that you're doing good. Good to know that everything's going well. Matt, what's been going on, man? What you been up to?
Not too much really. I'm always crazy busy with everything I've got going on between work and vending and content creation. And but this past weekend, was it this past weekend or the weekend? Within the past 10 days or so, I picked up a new machine that was completely dead, just not working. And I got it working. So I filmed a video. So maybe there'll be a new video coming out soon about how to properly use a digital multimeter to diagnose power problems,
Right.
because that's an important tool to use.
That I didn't know about, and you taught me very well. So thank you, because now I know I'm not scared to pull it out of the bag anymore. I used to be intimidated by it,
Well,
and now you,
I mean, everybody when they first start, it's very intimidating because they've got all these different controls on the dial, and you don't know what each control is, and you don't know how to use it or anything like that. I remember my very first digital multimeter. It was one of those ones you get for free, like with a coupon at Harbor Freight, and I was like, "Oh, I got a digital multimeter now.
yeah,
I can, test things." And that is like, there's a reason why it's free. So,
Yeah.
my recommendation to all of you out there, if you are really serious about troubleshooting problems with your machines and fixing things, buy a $20 one off of Amazon or something. Don't use the free one from Harbor Freight. Trust me, it'll
And
yeah,
save you time.
and get the outlet checker at the same time. You can get them in like a 2-pack.
yeah.
You
We
can,
got
you can,
ours.
or
I think
but
Lowe's. I think is where we got it,
but
and
you
it
could just
was
use the multimeter for outlet checking too. Remember?
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't like sticking things in outlets other than something that like I know I'm gonna be okay.
I understand. I used to be
So
like
if
that
everybody
too. I
goes
used
over
to
to
be like that
Jen's
too.
house, she's got those little plastic things in all of her plugs, so she doesn't stick
The,
stuff.
the, the child protector.
The job.
Yes.
She's
We
got
actually do. I
That's
bought a
funny.
big pack on Amazon.
Somebody was posting, I think it was on Facebook or something I saw today where they were at. I don't know if they were at an airport or where they were, and the plugs were up like 5 feet high, like off the ground. So kids like wouldn't put stuff into the plugs. I thought that's pretty smart. So they actually put them up
Very
super
smart.
high off the ground. So um, we bought all new machines from the beginning, and didn't really need a multimeter until we started getting into buying used arcade games and that kind of stuff. And then that's when we realized, yeah, we should probably be using this to check things, because the first question out of your mouth every time I called you on the phone was, "Where's your voltmeter? Where's your multimeter?" And so then, yeah, we had to go buy one. But without that and
Yeah.
your help, we wouldn't have been able to fix it. So definitely recommend it in your toolkit. So definitely. So let's see. Do we have any?
Well,
Oh, we
and
do have a
here,
super chat. Go ahead.
I'll add one
Sure.
more thing. I check outlets before I even bring the machine in. So I always make sure that it's grounded and wired correctly, even before I roll the machine in, just so that you know if you need to have an electrician come, you have that taken care of. So like
Nice.
I'll even do it after I've gotten the yes. I have don't even sometimes I don't have the machine with me, so I'll check it and before I even bring the machine.
That's smart. Very cool.
Smart. Very smart. Yeah.
All
It
right.
saves a lot
First,
of trips. Like you'll be surprised. You'll think this place is like wired correctly. You'll plug that thing in and it'll be no lights or like one light. I've had way too many bad experiences with like shoddy electric outlets.
well,
So,
Natalie was out doing the route. It was like 3 weeks ago, and she called me and she said, I'm at the location and the power's off on the machine. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like, either in my brain immediately, I'm thinking there's a fuse or there's a, like it's like the worst case scenario. And I'm like, well, is it plugged in? And she's like, yeah, duh. That's like the first thing I checked just to make sure it was plugged in. I'm like, okay, I go, I wasn't, I'm not saying that, you wouldn't, but sometimes they'll unplug them, to like mop the floor or move it, do whatever they need to do. And she's like, no, it's plugged in. And I'm like, and she's like, what do I do? And I said, well, in the car, in the toolkit, there's a plug tester and you can test the plug. And so sure enough, she went out and got the plug tester and it was off. And she went to go talk to the manager, and the manager like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with the plug. And she's like, well, actually, I tested it and it's not working. And she's like, oh. And she's like, yeah. And she goes, well, let me go check the breaker. So she went to the back and checked the breaker, and sure enough, it had tripped, and she turned it back on. And she goes, yeah, we had a power outage few days ago, and that probably flicked it. So, but yeah, if she wouldn't have had it in the kit, she couldn't have shown that, that it was out. So that was pretty cool. So she handled it pretty well. So yeah, it was very cool. Let's do this super chat real fast. Let me find my buttons here. Yes, Yahoo.
There we go. All right, first super chat of the
is.
night. Man, that is super small. I cannot read that.
Okay, sorry.
There we go. That's much better. Okay. From Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. Last weekend, I went to Dallas, Texas, got 8 car washes, and rode 19 elevators and 5 escalators. Wow.
Jeez.
Clean car, and it just sounds like a lot of ups and downs, though, quite honestly.
I'm sure.
Badooch. Do I even have a badooch? I don't even think I have that sound effect. But that was a good one, man. That was really good. That was bad.
It's funny. So
I love you, man.
I don't know about you guys, but here in my town, they are opening car washes like everywhere. I can go in any direction and hit 1 or 2 new car washes. One just opened this past week. And what's cool about them, though, here is when a new car wash opens, they give everybody free car washes. So you can go check it out and like do all that stuff. So we cleaned the heck out of the vending SUV this weekend at one of those brand new car wash places. It was great.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had any new ones near us, unfortunately, because they're all kind of crappy. Like, there's not really any good car washes near us, and I'm always afraid to go to them. We have an account with one of them that we use, but it's so janky sometimes that I'm like, man, I just know I'm going to go out of there and somebody's antenna had broken off and like it'll go down the whole side of my car or something. I just know. I just have that feeling when you go through it. There's nothing nice around us. The new ones are really nice, but they're all like way far away from where. Yeah. So
speaking of things that came off of cars, I had some kind of round, huge piece come and hit my van this morning and sliced the hood of my van. It put a hole right through the hood. And
that's scary.
Yeah, it was huge. It was on the bridge too. I was going across the bridge and it came from the other lane towards me and bounced and then hit my van. But
I'm sorry.
Sounds like a velociraptor attack.
I sent my parents a picture and it literally looks like one just took a scratch out of my van. Like right through the metal.
So we got a lot of good questions. Let's get so first one is a really easy one. Let's do that one first.
Okay. Kevin Towler wants to know, where is David? The age-old question.
He is actually taking care of some stuff for one of his arcade locations. So he's not at home. He's out on location, and he called me about, 30 minutes before. He's like, I'm not going to make it home. It's going to be a while. So he couldn't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit, I'm sure. So he might even be listening to it while he's working at the arcade. I don't know. But he won't be in tonight, so he's out doing his thing. And then Brawlicon has a question for Jen.
Brawlicon says, good evening, everyone. Jen Vend, did you find an insurance company that insures kiddie rides? If you did, can you share with us? Or do I have to do a conference call?
So we found 3 companies and we're still trying to get information back from them. So one of them is a State Farm down in LA. And then you want someone that's done them before. And so I asked around to other vendors, and I would see if anyone in your area has familiarity with kiddie rides. But You can hit me up on Facebook and maybe I can try to help you out with it. But right now, we're still trying to figure that out.
So more to come on that.
More to come.
Nice. Yeah, the conference calls and all that stuff. Those are like, if you guys need like serious help with something like that, and it's where we're gonna spend some serious time on the computer and do stuff. Otherwise, I mean, we answer calls all the time and help people. You don't have to do conference calls with us to get help. We're more than willing to help with the basic stuff and all the stuff that you need. It's just the conference calls are more for people that like want like serious one-on-one time help, that need like some deep dives into stuff. Then that would be like where we'd have to spend an hour straight, basically like for example, like if Matt you needed help like working on a machine or something, where he'd have to sit down with you and like do that, and he can probably answer most questions pretty easily. But if it's like a full-on like sit down and do stuff, that's when the calls are really helpful. Otherwise, I mean, I answer my phone like a lot during the week, so I'm on the phone all the time. But we're always willing to help you guys, and messaging is even easier. So like Facebook or you guys, all our numbers are on our
Discord.
website and stuff.
We're
Yeah,
Discord,
Discord. Yeah, I mean, we're in the Discord all the time.
Or
So
join the Vending Academy and come to Monday morning meeting, and people ask a lot of questions during that.
yeah, those have been really good lately, and that's the other thing too. I mean, Vending Academy is another thing that's like for people that are really serious or brand new that want some extra help, or a lot of ideas that need a deep dive into stuff. That's what that's for. But most people like probably like Brawlicon and stuff. I mean, you're pretty much a veteran when it comes to most of this stuff, so you wouldn't need something like that. But let's see.
There is
Captain
a new
Namco.
super chat in there. Actually, a couple.
There is?
A
Okay.
couple super chats coming in now.
Let me do those real quick here. Hold on.
We're making up for lost weeks. I can't talk tonight. I'm super tired tonight for some reason. You know what it is? I missed my afternoon coffee this week or today, so I might be struggling tonight. All right, next super chat coming in from 720 Vending. Mike, he says 33 days until Vegas, baby. Who all is going? Got my first Engage reader for my claw machines, and now I need to figure out how to install. Well,
yeah,
if
you better
anyone
be
can hear my
ready to explain how that's going to go or how it went.
Yeah.
Because I know that people are going to ask you some questions.
I have a feeling he's going to make a video.
I hope so.
I'm sure. Yeah. He is so smart. I really enjoy talking to him. He is so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are too. I'm not saying that you're not as smart as him, but I'm just saying this community has some of the funnest, most brilliant outside the box thinkers.
Totally.
Like I love talking to a lot of this community, and it makes me happy that there are so many innovative people. So
it's neat too that they're from such diverse backgrounds, so you get like things that we probably would have never thought worked in the vending world. They're like, we do that on a daily basis where I work. Like, this is how we do it. And it's like, what? Like, like mind blown, that's crazy. But they just, when you get to all these different people from different backgrounds, and it's been like that in the academy. Like Robert Owen was saying, we need more people in there. You can read that one and then I'll talk about it. But sorry.
Yeah. Robert Owen, which is Barnesman Vending, says, we need more people in the Vending Academy. Lots of great information being shared, but more people will only make it better.
Yeah, we're up to I think 35 members or something like that. So that's pretty good. And we've been getting on our last night I did one on locations, and we had almost, I think there's 8 to 10 people in there. And then what's really cool, which I need to help Jen with, is I actually started recording the videos and then posting them in which I haven't got to do the last nights yet.
I purposely didn't, because I want people to show up.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been posting. Well, those mine are kind of focused. Where the Monday mornings we kind of just chat about stuff. Yeah. So we have topics in mine. So I've been posting them in the classroom. People are like, dude, I got to go back and take notes. That was awesome. Thank you. So it's been really good, and I think that people have shared information, and then they share experiences. So like one guy wanted to know about a certain type of location, and then another person's like, I just went there and this is kind of how I did it and it seemed to work. And so it's been really cool. So definitely need more members though. We want to get a lot of people in there and do big meetings and stuff and more information. So so this one,
This one from Tyler Ousley. He says, "Do you all have any information on the lucky spin from Rainy? Possibly when will it be available, and the costs?"
yeah, so Rainy's back on the 15th. So 3 days, she'll be back, and all that information is coming. So for those of you who were in the live stream last week and also in the Discord, we shared an image of the machines that we're bringing to the show. And she has a brand new prize locker that's on the top of the Mega Minis. That's a large prize locker that'll be available. All the pricing on that, timing, availability, how much it costs to add, or whatever it may be. I should know all that in just a few days. Hopefully, when she starts coming back and answering probably her 10,000 emails, I'll be able to get that information. So hopefully by next week we should know a lot, because she'll be back this weekend, and then we can start deep diving into all that stuff. So, all right. Oh, look at who's here, Jen.
Oh, Jamie's on.
Duncan says, "Hey."
So, for those of you want to tell everybody who Jamie is?
The bestest person ever.
So
he works for another guy, and then he also has his own route, and he can fix stuff blindfolded with earmuffs on. Like, he's just incredible, and
yeah,
one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, and one of my favorite parts of the convention. He's just like my brother from another mother, but he just is like such a cool person. And we talk like 2 or 3 times a week, and just a really awesome person. So I'm really excited that he's finally watching. He's been saying he was going to. So,
and anybody that has questions on everything from claw machines to arcade games to anything, like Matt, he's got the knowledge and he's been doing it forever. So hit him up on Facebook, become friends with that guy, and pick his brain, because he has a lot of knowledge. Very cool guy. So very cool.
you're setting him up.
I know. Well, I think because he likes to help. He's just one of those guys, that he is like us, where he just wants to help. So very cool. Oh, we got another super chat here. Let me do
Another
this real
one.
quick.
Yahoo!
Who's it from? It's from Waco. Waco, talking about your dinner. Tonight I had a cheese quesadilla and ketchup for dinner.
Oh,
Man, that sounds...
that's so gross.
that
Oh my
very
God.
I mean,
unappealing.
it's not that bad. It just sounds funny when you say it. Like,
That's so bad. It reminds me of Amelia when she was younger. Like, she was addicted to ketchup. I don't know what it was, and she wanted ketchup on everything.
No
And it
chicken in that
was,
quesadilla?
oh, I hope so. Oh,
there
that sounds
was
so gross.
there was some kids in my high school they loved having a quesadilla with some ketchup. They'd
Oh,
usually mix it with sour cream too.
I could see
oh my God.
salsa, but not ketchup. Not with quesadillas.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know. Hope it was good, though.
So it looks like Captain Namco said he's getting a new E-Lot machine, which is crazy. I don't know how he's hooking that up. Those are pricey machines. Super nice. Very pricey.
Yeah,
But
he was saying
yeah.
he's a little Giga Claw, which I'm not. I'm going to be honest. I'm not super familiar with E-Lout machines. I see him at the shows, but I don't spend much time looking at them. It's not a name that I've never worked on or used or anything. So I don't know. I always just kind of go with what I know.
Yeah.
But maybe
They're
I'll have to get a better look at the show.
they're crazy nice, and their claws are like, I mean, you could like dial that thing to pick up absolutely anything. Like, it's so crazy accurate. Like, they're very cool, but they are very pricey. But very nice. I mean, they're worth the price. They're really, really nice. So I think we covered all the comments. I wanted to talk about NBVA, and since we have Jen here, I've been holding up my end while you've been gone talking about NBVA and everything else. And I have sitting next to me right here.
Ooh, the first
Ticket.
official pack.
Yeah. So do you see how many there are? So I got to sell all these guys, and I need your
We want
guys'
you to
help.
sell them all.
250 tickets right here that I have to sell. They're $5 a piece. Do you want to talk about the raffle and how it all works, Jen? And please help me sell these, everybody. Even if each of you
Yeah.
just buys one each, just help me sell these, please, because I got to sell these by the show. So yeah, go ahead.
It goes to a good cause. So if you are an NBVA member and you have a child that's going to be going into college, you're able to apply for our scholarship. And so at the convention, we do a 50, or it's a not a 50-50. It's 2000 to $25 this year. It's the date. And then we also do a tricky tray system. So people donate different prizes, gumball machines, mechs, NAYAX card readers, purses, all kinds of different things. And so if you are at the show, you can go around and put stuff in. If you buy them from Jonathan, he takes care of all of that. He's crazy, but he does it for you. He's amazing. That
Yeah.
he last year was sitting writing people's names for hours on tickets, and
It was
it's amazing.
great to watch. It really was. It was great to watch.
I will. So
Um,
everybody knows you don't have to be an MBVA member if you're part of our live stream, if you're part of the Discord, and you just want to donate to a good cause and help out an awesome organization. I will. You buy your tickets. You can pay me Venmo, Zelle, whatever you want. I will actually go to the show, take your name, put everything and all your information on it, go to the show, and I will either FaceTime you or give you a list of all the prizes that are there, and you tell me where you want me to drop your ticket, and I will put it in there for you. And then if you win, they'll contact you and you win your prize. So you don't have to be present to win. I'll take care of everything, and I do it just because I want to support everybody. And as everybody saw, I was at the table writing them all out, like during the seminars and stuff. But I do it because it's super helpful to the organization, and I just want people to win stuff, which is really cool. So please, like I said, I got 250 of them here that I have to sell that Rick sent me by March. What is that? 17th or whatever, 18th.
Yeah,
I have to sell these by
whenever you leave.
So I know it's always right around my wife and I's anniversary because that's on the 18th of March every year. So that's how I remember is we have MBVA always in the middle of our yeah. So we always
I do have a picture of the table shared on the shared screen right now.
Let me go.
Pop that up so you can get a visual of what
sure.
it looks like.
Yeah, I think so.
So the tickets you buy for $5, like I said, Jonathan will write your name on them and your phone number and all that stuff, and then he'll either call you and FaceTime you or whatever, or send you a list, and then you will actually go around and put your tickets into each one of these things, whatever you choose, and then it's on day 2 that they draw the prize. Correct? That they draw all the prizes, Jen.
Yes.
Day 2, and there's Jen in the picture right there, so it shows you legit.
That's funny. I didn't even notice her back there the whole time I was looking at that picture.
You look at all the prizes, right?
You guys never met him. He was such a nice guy. He worked for Ford and Ford trucks, and also had a gumball route.
Aww.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So yeah, so that's what the table looks like, and you can't even see like how many prizes there are. But
so right there, you can see that there's a Best Buy card. The one that's blue was, I think it was like stickers from one of the sticker companies. I think they gave away 3 cases of stickers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's always good stuff.
To the left, there's coin mechanisms. There's a machine, a bulk machine behind that.
Well, last year they ended up having to add a whole nother table because there were so many that
So
they,
many
because it actually goes down about another 5 or 6 feet to the left, and then also goes like at an angle behind that.
Yeah,
so there's probably another 10 or 15
40
feet of table.
Yeah, 40 feet of table.
Yeah, it's crazy. So all those prizes, all kinds of stuff. So I can tell you what's in there. Just let me know that you want to buy tickets. And I know 720 wanted to buy some last week, and I still have to contact him. But he says I'll take 5 of them. So he's waiting for me to get to him. But anybody else that wants them, Wild West Vending says he's gonna buy some. Awesome. Thank
Yep.
you guys so much.
Nice.
I really appreciate.
Mhm.
Yeah. So butterfly effect.
Now, how does everyone buy tickets? So I know you said they can pay you via Zelle or Venmo or whatever, but let's give them all the info. So $5 per ticket. They need to get a hold of you.
Yep.
And then, so do you have a preferred way for everyone to get a hold of you that wants to purchase tickets?
Yeah, so they can either email me or they can, even on our website, you can actually go on, there's a messaging thing on our website. You can message me direct on the website. You can get a hold of me in Discord, or, just even call our number that's on the website too, and just talk to me on the phone and tell me you want tickets. And then I can give you the Venmo information and the Zelle information. I don't have it here on me, but it's also, I believe I don't know what our information is, but I can get it to you, and it's that easy. And I'd love to be able to sell. So it looks like we sold maybe, hopefully 20 tonight or so, and if we can do that every week, then hopefully we can get through the tickets, which would be awesome. But I'd love you guys to
20
to
per
help us
week,
out.
and we've got 5 weeks, so that wouldn't get us to
That would-
250. I'm doing David math in my head here. That wouldn't
So
get us
would
to
or would
250.
not?
Would not.
Okay,
No.
so how many do we need to
That
sell
would,
this week?
that would only get us to 100 or 120, depending on if you're counting this week or not.
Okay,
You
so we
do
need to
know.
sell 50 per week. So we need to sell 50 tonight. So 10 people need to buy 5 tickets, right? Would we
Yes.
make it then? Okay.
That
So
would make it. Yeah.
okay, so we have 5 from 720, hopefully 5 from a few other people. So we're close, but we got a little ways to go tonight. So at least 5 here. So perfect. So that's
Butterfly says at least 5 here. So there we
okay.
go.
So that's 10 that we know of for sure. We still got 40 more to go by the end of the broadcast. We still got an hour and a half, so we got some time. We'll bring it up again for those of you. And then if you're listening to this, on our podcast, or watching the video later, just contact me, please, because I need to get. Oh, look, another 5. So there we go, 15. Sweet.
Wild West says
So we're
5.
close.
We're at 15. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks. My math's not the best, so that's why I keep David around. But you're just
I
as
got to
good.
fill in for David tonight. Yeah, for sure.
So we still have 35 more to go. Is that good math? Right? Tonight?
Correct.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So let's go back to this screen.
Can you do
Sorry, guys.
Robert Owen's comment?
Oh, yeah. Let me go down. Hold on. Yes. There you go. Matt.
So we have had a lot of conversations.
Wait, let
about
Matt read
this.
it first, because we let him read
Oh,
it, because
sorry.
then that's
Sorry.
all right, because
Sorry.
people on the podcast
I
won't know
was-
what the question is. So
Yeah, I was moving my screen share stuff around. All right. Robert Owen says, is there any more information when the kids passes for the NBVA will be available?
go, Jen, go.
Yeah. All right. So what has been decided is they have to be purchased at the show. And we went through budgets today, and it's going to be $100 because we had to go through the food. They upped the price on some of the food stuff, but it's still subsidized. Anyways, long story, $100 for a kid's pass. They get it at the show. Bring your child to the desk, and they'll fill out for the badge there. You can
Nice.
buy your stuff ahead of time to make it easier. So it's already pre-printed, but we are not able to do it through the website. So bring your child to the desk, and we'll take care of it there.
That's a heck of a lot better than $150. You know what I mean? That's way
Yeah.
better. So that's awesome. Very cool. I'm so glad they're
Mike
doing that
from
this year.
720 Vending. Mike from 720 Vending says add 5 more tickets onto his list. So now we're up to 20.
20. Okay. Awesome.
So the other thing that needs to be noted, because I had a meeting on this, is they're not sure if they're really wanting kids at the gala, like the all industry gala, the one the first night after the seminars. They're just worried with how much alcohol is there. It doesn't get crazy or anything, but
Well, there's loud music, and it's hard to have a regular conversation in that gala. And you're
Yeah.
right, alcohol. So there's that.
so they haven't made a decision on that, but I think that it's kind of leaning that direction just so that people are aware if they try to go into that. with their kids. They haven't decided, but it's probably not going to be allowed for kids to go into it. Just a heads up. But
everything
everything else,
else will be, yeah.
breakfast, yeah. And then I'm excited for the food for during the seminars. We went through that today, and it's going to be a good show. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see everyone there. And I don't know, Jonathan and I just we better do a good job
I
with our
know.
seminar.
I think we will. I think that
Oh,
that's a topic that people are always struggling with. I mean, I think that I was telling when I did the talk last night and we had the meeting. I was telling people like a lot of people in the vending industry are kind of, we're what's the word I'm looking for? Like we're introverted, like we
Introvert,
get
for
in,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, we get into this business because we don't really like to talk to people all that much, and it's a business you can come in, kind of sneak behind everybody, fill your machines, do your thing, and then you can give them their money and
Sneak
leave,
out.
you know. Yeah, and you're behind the scenes, and I think a lot of people enjoy that about vending is that they can hide, and but the biggest part about doing this is you got to get those locations. And that's where a lot of people struggle is that they actually have to go and talk to people. And it sucks. It's the hardest part of doing what we do for most people. So definitely,
So funny story. Yesterday, I went and serviced my industrial tire location where I've got that combo machine. It's kind of in it's in the break room / customer waiting area. And I never know what to expect when I go into that place. A lot of those guys that work there are pretty crazy. They're the ones that nicknamed Dr. Pepper to barbecue Sprite. But I walk in and I never know what I never know what I'm going to be walking into. Well, yesterday I walked in and the room was completely empty, and I was like, yes, just go fill my machine, nobody bother me, and just get in and get out. It was done. It was
yeah.
great.
And it is that way. And we have one location that has this manager that she doesn't like men. She hates men. And so when I go in with Natalie, because I always make Natalie go with me, or I have the kids with me or something, is that she'll like full on like walk right in front of me and start talking to Natalie. Like she just bypasses me and I'll say something and she just acts like I'm not there. And I'm like, damn, this lady's hardcore, but you have these certain locations where you just have certain people that are just, I mean, she's mean. But she loves the kids. She loves Natalie, but not me. I don't know what it is. I can't please everybody, I guess, but it is men because there's a person that works there, and he came up and said, "Oh, I know she ignored you too." And I said, "Is that?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's just men." And I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't feel as bad, but like, yeah, she'll full on like walk right past me, and if I'm there, she won't come out and talk to me at all if I have to do it myself. So, yeah, it's pretty funny how
That's
you'll have
great.
certain people. So. Yep.
Hey, Justin Bourne says he'll take 5 tickets. That's cool. We're up to
Woo woo.
25.
Okay, cool. So we
Says he'll
only have
message you
25
after
left
the
tonight.
Discord and live ends.
I mean, I'd love to sell more tonight, so we don't have to come up with
Well,
50
yeah.
every week. It'd
We're
be
not going
nice
to
to
cap
sell
it
more.
at 50.
Yeah.
We're definitely not going to cap it at 50. If you guys want more than 50 tonight, we'll make that
Please.
happen.
Yeah, because I mean that's a big stack, and I feel super
I feel like
responsible right now.
last year we sold out of the first stack and had to get a second stack. It was that good.
Okay, I'm hoping that's the case.
Yeah.
And I hope that's the case. So, we have another super chat just popped up too. Hold on one second.
All right, another super chat. It's from Waco, isn't it? Yahoo!
Yep.
Waco Star Wars channel, elevators and more. On my thumbnail is downtown Dallas, Texas. From
Nice.
downtown.
I don't have that one. I don't think.
You don't have that
I
sign?
I have this one. Where is it?
He's on
This one.
fire.
He's on fire!
Yeah, I have that.
Boom shakalaka!
I've got those, but I don't.
That's my favorite one right there.
Yep.
Portland, it'd be Rip City.
Classic
see,
NBVA jam.
here's a good one from Albert Paulo. See, this is kind of what happens, I think, too. Yeah.
Albert says, doing this kind of made me come out of my shell. Yeah, I think so too. It's
An
funny,
anime.
though, a lot of us kind of feel the same way, though.
Yeah, and I think that it does. It makes people. You're forced to talk. You're forced to meet people, and I think it does. And I think the Discord helps a lot with that too. and I think the Vending Academy is helping too. That it gives you people that are like-minded or that are going through the same thing that you can like go, this really sucks, and they're like, no, dude, I know, I went through the same thing, and then it makes you feel that much better that you're not crazy. So, Anime Frank, what's he got here?
How many tickets are left? There's 225 tickets left, Mr. Anime.
Yeah, 225 tickets, Mr. Anime Frank. So if you want to buy those, that'd be fantastic. They're all yours. 225. So let's talk about, I have to go to my other screen here. Let's see if I can bring it up. I wanted to talk about membership for NBVA because I think a lot of people are confused on what's included, what's not included when you sign up. And I don't want people to misunderstand like what you actually get. So let me pop this up here. I think it's on this screen here. Yes. So what people I don't think understand about when you go to a show like this is that this show is actually part of a few different organizations. So it's not just the NBVA that's here, it's the AMOA, it's the billiard people, it's the laser tag people. All those groups are having seminars at the same time and a conference at the same time. But what they end up doing is sharing the expo. So you have one giant, huge expo, which is, it's huge. And compared to IAPA, it's not huge, but it's big. It's a big, what was that?
It's different. That's comparing apples to oranges.
You're right. So like for our industry and what we do, it's perfect size because it's big, but it's also small in the fact that you can build good relationships and follow up with people and enjoy, actually get to see everything and it's worth it. But what people don't understand is that there's two different things going on here with this event. So the event is a conference and then it's also an expo. So there's two separate things going on here. And so when you sign up for NBVA, what you're actually paying for is a conference. So that is you're just paying for the conference, and the conference includes all the seminars. It includes three dinners. Is it three? 1, 2, 3 dinners, right?
Yeah, technically.
I think it's 3.
It's
Anyways,
2.
it includes two dinners.
Yeah.
2 dinners, two breakfasts. No, wait. I'm trying to remember, but let's just say it includes your food for a couple events.
We're doing a lighter breakfast for the seminars, but yeah, it's 2 breakfasts.
But then the following day, you go to the big breakfast and hang out with everybody, and then you go to the show after that. So, but what's included in it is you get to learn on the first day is you're going to all the seminars all day. It goes from 10 till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're also then going to an industry dinner. And at the industry dinner is all of these groups. So your AMOA, the NBVA, the billiard people, the laser tag people, all of them go to this one dinner. And it's really cool because it's in this big old huge room. And they have basically, your dinner is a bunch of hors d'oeuvres. So they have all these tables set up with like different hors d'oeuvres and finger foods and stuff like that. Plus they have a bar and everything that's going on. What was that?
Prime rib
And live music and all this stuff. So they have prime rib carving stations, so you can have meat, and then you have your finger foods and all this stuff, and you get to sit around, and it's pretty loud in there, like we were saying, but it's kind of so everybody that's there for the same event, of the expo can get together, and maybe you can rub shoulders or whatever with different people and meet some people from other industries, and then you're kind of on your own till the next day. You go to the breakfast, and then you're on to the show. And so what you're paying for when you sign up for NBVA is actually for the conference. And it also gets you membership for the entire year with NBVA. And NBVA is an organization that represents vendors and helps with government stuff that we may be dealing with, people, like just all kinds of stuff that they do as part of the organization. But you're joining the NBVA, you're going to the conference. Then when you buy badges, you're buying badges for the actual expo, and that's separate. So when you don't have to go to the conference, And you don't have to go to the expo. You could choose just to go to the conference for NBVA and not even go to the show if you don't want to, or you can choose to come and just go to the show and buy passes for that. So it depends on what you're doing and what you would like. But if you are going to go to the expo and go to the conference, you need to buy the separate things. So I wanted to kind of clarify that, because I think that people, sometimes they see it in the Discord, they're like, okay, I signed up, and then somebody will say, well, did you get tickets to the expo? And they're like, oh no, is that separate? Yeah, that's separate. So we kind of put it on the sheet to kind of explain it a little bit, but you have different levels of membership, but that's for the conference. And then down below is the badges. So if you guys have questions about this, you can put them in the comments. But we wanted to separate the two, and that's why it says membership versus badges. So it's basically conference versus expo is the difference of the two. Does that sort of kind of clarify it a little bit, I think? So people understand you're paying for two separate things. What's great is that the first year that you sign up, you do get a discount on your badges to the show, which is great. After that, if you're coming back for your second year, you can choose different levels depending on where you're at to get different passes and things like that. But anyways, I wanted to kind of clarify that a little bit, and there's the prices and stuff for everything. So.
And if you are new or newer or feel new, we are doing Monday night a gathering, and there's an email for all the new people that we're going to be sending out.
Which we're very excited about, because that's something that Jen and I pushed really hard for, because we thought we'd do like a morning thing, but it's hard for people to get up sometimes, or people may be coming late in the morning on Monday to get there, or they, so we're trying to do something the night before so everybody can come and meet everybody. So it's very cool. So it's going to be in a suite, and there'll be food and drinks, and we all get to meet everybody and hang out and all that kind of stuff. So
and do come early to the seminars. So at 9:30, between 9 and 9:30, we are doing like a, if you couldn't make it the night before, or if you just want to get there early so that you can introduce yourself, because the seminars are, it hasn't been nailed down, but it's either going to be 9:30 we start or 10. But if you can come around 9, just get there a little bit early so that we can kind of introduce ourselves and make you feel a little more welcome. So we want to make sure that you get to meet some experienced vendors, but also meet some of the new people, because those are people that are going through the same things as you. But I highly recommend picking brains of some people that have been in the industry for a long time. So that's my 2 cents.
Nice. Very cool. So yeah, so I'm just going through the comments here and seeing if I can find anything else. Let's see. Yeah, I don't.
Why don't we talk about the giveaways?
Oh yes,
at the NBVA
good idea.
show?
Thank you. Let me pull that up.
We haven't done that yet on this stream, so let's talk about the giveaways.
All right, let me go back to here and go to here. Sorry, I have to do everything different. I don't have my fancy buttons this time. There we go.
So if you guys remember, 2 years ago, we gave away a super mini claw machine. Last year, what did we give away last year?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God, hold on a second. Are you guys still there? My coffee just spilled.
Of course it did. It's officially a stream. All right, so we gave away an even better machine. I want to say we gave away the free spin last year. This year, though, we're giving away 7 machines. And I'm talking right over Jonathan having a meltdown over there. So
yeah, sorry.
You should.
What are you doing?
What did I do? Sorry. Well, it spilled all over my computer. Did it go away? Oh my God.
You changed the stream on us, yes.
Oh, okay. What did I do? Hold on, sorry. There. Is that
good?
There
we go. All right.
Okay.
That's beautiful. All right, so this time, though, we're not giving away just 1 machine or 2 machines, but we're giving away 7 total prizes, with the grand prize being the spin and drop machine. This is from, is it Leafun? Is that how you say the name of the company?
Leafun.
Okay, from Leafun. It is a carousel clip machine, like I've been trying to get my hands on one. So that's going to be the grand prize. There's also the NAYAX VPOS Touch credit card reader. That's going to be another prize. And then a claw stand from the Howard Hospitality Group. You can see one in the picture there. And then 4 advertising screens. So a total of 7 total giveaways. 6 of them will be drawn at the actual NBVA event on Wednesday, March 19th. Usually we do it around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. So be ready for a live stream around that time to draw the names. The NAYAX people will be drawing their own name, though, for the VPOS Touch and contacting you sometime on that day as well. To get registered to win, it's real easy to do. All you need to do is jump over to the Discord, find the tabs on the left-hand side with the little icons next to them. There's one for the spin and drop machine. There's one for the NAYAX credit card reader, and a separate one for all the Howard Hospitality Group prizes. Get signed up to win in all 3 of those areas, and then you are ready to go. So hopefully we'll have lots of winners on the stream, here in the Discord, just a bunch of amazing people getting some cool prizes. Jonathan, you okay over there? You're on mute if you are talking.
I
to
know.
us.
I am. I'm here. My computer's not working, so let's see what's gonna happen here. Yeah. So let me see if I can switch. So that's kind of how things go, right? So let's see here.
I mean, if we,
No, here. I'm here.
might be
Keep
having
talking.
some technical.
I'll be right there. Give me a
difficulties.
second. Give me a second.
You know what's funny is this is not the first time that Jonathan has spilled his coffee live on a stream. Not the first time. Well, while Jonathan is cleaning up, playing Juan Valdez, cleaning up over there, I'm going to address a couple more comments. I see PA Pokemon Polls is here in the chat. Welcome back, Mr. PA Pokemon Polls. We haven't seen you in a few weeks. He wants to know who's got the number to Geek Squad to get Jonathan some help over there. He says, hey, everyone. Well, obviously your computer's working because you're popping up chats on the screen there, Jonathan. Love it.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm just covered in coffee, so I'm trying to get myself cleaned off a little bit. Anyways, I'm here. Hi.
I mean, if you needed a pick-me-up, there's probably better ways to do it.
Oh, I just hope I didn't ruin my computer. That's the only thing I'm worried about, man. That's the
I don't
worst
blame
part,
you there.
you know?
I don't blame you.
So, okay.
Is it a
Let's see if I can get
laptop?
back. Yes, it's brand new.
That's the
So
worst.
I'm a little stressed out. Yeah.
Because replacing a laptop keyboard is nowhere near as easy as replacing a desktop keyboard.
Yeah. So, and I'm like soaked in coffee too. So I don't know how to fix. I don't know if I could turn the keyboard off so I can wipe it off, like without messing everything up, you know? That's the only thing I'm wondering, because I need to clean it off. But I know that if I press on stuff, it's going to make a bunch of stuff
Well,
pop
have you
up.
already turned it upside down to get some of the liquid out?
No. No.
I mean,
if I do that, everybody's going to be like, woo. See, like, look.
That's
I don't
well, you know, you can turn your camera off and do that if you're
Okay,
worried
give me a
about
second.
that.
Okay, I'll still
Just
be
turn your
here, but I'm going to turn my camera off. Hold on a second.
Turn your camera off.
Matt always
I don't-
has the answer.
Right. I just don't know. I don't know how to do that either. Like, man, this is
But
crazy.
It's funny. At my regular job, one of my nicknames is Tier 1 Tech Support because people will come to me before they'll go to actual tech support. Because I can usually find a way to fix problems quickly when it comes to anything tech related.
I
love-
buy those silicate packets from Amazon, and I keep them just in case
I don't want any more.
something like
I'm not gonna
that.
drink it.
I put everything in a bag with the silicate packets.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I just saw a comment that made me laugh. Brawlicon says, now we all need to buy Howard Hospitality a coffee. I know he's got a buy me a coffee link. And I think that's a great transition of conversation. Buy Jonathan a coffee.
Sorry,
Right?
give me. Yeah,
Is the buy me a coffee link on your website, Jonathan?
it is. Yeah, it's for the kids. It's for Amelia and Sam because people they give them money because they're all like proud of what they're doing and stuff. So they buy them.
Sure.
I think they actually have it as like I don't know if it's a pizza or a boba or something. They have like buy me a boba or something like that. But anyways, I think we're
Pretty
okay.
cool.
I'm fine. The computer seems to be
Think we're
okay.
good.
I think it's pretty well sealed. I don't know. I'm hoping I didn't ruin my
Claw
laptop.
Magic says that's his trademark, spilling coffee on
Yeah, it
himself.
is. Well, that one, the actual like thing broke. The handle on
Oh,
the
did it?
coffee
The
mug.
handle broke?
Yeah, the handle broke on me while I was holding it, and it's like everywhere. So that one wasn't my fault. I didn't spill this time, guys.
About 20 years old.
Oh, she said the coffee cup's like 20 years old. That's probably why.
So
So,
it was showing its age.
right. It definitely, yeah. So let's see.
Actually, so Darren has a comment.
Yeah, he says, has anyone brought their kids to the NBVA event? And Jonathan did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to
So-
go for the first time. It was a blast. They had a great time, and everybody was happy to see him, and because they had seen him on the videos and stuff, and it was really cool because I think they were unaware how many people knew who they were. You know, they were kind of like, whoa, like all these people are like saying hi to us and stuff.
They were like little celebrities, right? But it was funny
Yeah.
because at the show, they were running around playing the games and loving life. But the one thing that most people didn't get to see was them on the people movers at the Venetian.
Yeah.
They had a blast at the Venetian.
That was one of their favorite things, and I thought they would have more fun playing the arcades. But those people mover, those escalate things. I mean, man, they had a blast with us.
The incline people movers, yeah, they were
Yeah.
incline people movers.
I used to go as
So-
a kid, and then Tyler went. This member that doesn't come anymore, but we were both kids running around at the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of
usually
kids at the show. There's a ton of kids. Yeah, for sure. So wax on, wax off. I don't know. I'm really gonna clean it good when we get done. Hopefully, it's not drying in the process. But it seems like I don't know. I haven't tried to type anything. I guess I should try to type something and see if it stops working. But yeah, hopefully my keys are all working.
Outputs hieroglyphics, we'll know there's a problem.
Right. Okay. So also wanted to talk. So we did the giveaway. We talked about NBVA. We talked about tickets. Frank, I guess he's buying all 225 tickets. He's saying, is that what he was asking?
Boom shakalaka,
Let's see.
like a boss.
Like a boss. Let's
Like
see.
a mouse.
Okay. So we got all that. We got all the comments. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Good. Just want to make sure we're caught up. So, anything else we want to cover that you guys can think
Albert
of?
says, what's better than Jonathan spilling coffee? Matt spilling quarters. That's right, Albert. For sure.
There you go.
Do you do that a lot?
Yeah, I do. So because of the way the scale is, the tray for my quarter scale, it's got these like ridges on the sides, and quarters love to get stuck in there. So when I pour
Yeah.
them all out into like a bucket or something like that, like I'm notorious for dropping one or two.
Got it. I spill quarters sometimes.
Anime Frank has a question for you, Jen.
Where the question says, if I go, can I get a special badge that says Discord admin? Tell
I
him
can
no.
bring a label maker and we can stick it onto your badge.
Say, because those are two separate entities.
Yeah. So it would have to be like a third party badge. So I think if you have a label maker, you can just make yourself a little tag to stick on there.
There you go.
So yeah, that's my best thing. That's the only thing I can think of.
So on the giveaway, someone had a question about social media access or something. Is that something that NAYAX is doing as part of their giveaway?
Where was what's the
I'll
question?
pop it up here.
Hero 3 wants to know, I have a question on that giveaway. Why does it ask to have full access to your social media, or is that only me? Can you be more specific? Where is it asking that?
Yeah, because in Discord, I mean, if you're a Discord member, it shouldn't ask that for those. But I'm just wondering if the NAYAX one's different, because that one's directly through their website. So I don't know if that's something that they're doing as part of it.
I'm going to look at their launch page right now.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I don't know what they have. I obviously have not entered to win any of these prizes, so I could not tell you. And there it goes. Okay. First name, last name, email. If you have one, your YouTube or TikTok username, probably so they can follow you, and your phone number. That's all it is. Or maybe that's another way of getting in contact with you. So one thing I will say is where it does say if you could enter your YouTube or TikTok username, that's not a required field. So you do not have to enter that. You can leave it blank if you don't feel comfortable doing so. I think they just want to probably get involved with as many people out there that do content creation out there. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't sign up. I mean, we can't because we're giving it away, but
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
try to sign up, so I don't know if that's the case or not. So that's the first time I've heard of that or anybody said anything about it, but I don't think
But
it's required.
that is not a required field. You do not have to enter that. You don't have to enter your phone number either. Just your first name, last name, and email address so they can contact you if you're the winner.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
cool. So it looks like it's typing okay. I'm just testing it, you guys. So that's what you're wondering what I'm
Okay.
doing. It looks like it's working. So thank you. Whew. Okay. I was stressing out. Okay. Being covered in coffee is okay. I'm not worried about that. I smell very coffee-ish, but I was more worried about the laptop. But it seems like
You
it's
smell
okay.
like
I think
Juan
they got-
Valdez.
I do. Yeah. Very. That's okay. So anything else I wanted to cover in? We covered the giveaway. We covered the NBVA. We still need to sell how many more tickets tonight? 25, right?
25 to make our 50 goal, 225 to sell out.
Okay.
Is Anime Frank going to the convention?
He said he is.
He said that
said he
last
is.
year too.
Well, according to him, he got a deal on a hotel, so he was going to go. But
He said that last year too.
oh,
No,
okay.
no hate, Frank. Not hating on you, Frank. I just remember last year. Up
I
until
really
the
want
last
to meet
minute, you were
Anime
going.
Frank and PA Pokemon polls.
Nice.
That's my goals
Cool.
for this show.
I know PA Pokemon polls personally. So
And period. You're just leaving it at that.
No, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
All
Is
right.
Mrs.
So
Galaxy Games coming or no?
What's that?
Is Dawn coming or is it?
No, she won't be in Vegas. She only goes to Florida because she doesn't want to fly.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be me.
okay. So I got that. Did that. Okay. So I have a couple comments here that are really good. So here's the first one. Maybe Jen can answer this one.
Okay. Dunclaw Vending wants to know, is getting into bulk vending worth it? Only working with amusement right now.
I think that it really is based off of what your needs of your area are. I would say that gum is a good way to go, but keeping it as simple as possible so that you're not having tons of different size product is something I would recommend. But I mean, I like bulk, so I'll never say never on whether you should start it. But I do think that if you are doing claws, that you should probably stay with that. If a location is asking for it, then it might be good to oblige them or find a way to, add a little bit of it if you're not already in the game. So I do think that quarters are going to be around for a little while, but be looking for things that can take multiple forms of payment. That's my recommendation. So it's not a yes and it's not a no. I think that you just really have to look at all the different things that come into play because there's lots of variables. Also, what part of the United States you live in, whether you can charge, 50 cents for a gumball or 25 cents or I don't know. There's so many variables. And if you can get used machines versus something new, I would recommend doing that. Make sure that it's a solid um, a solid brand. I always recommend Northwestern Oak Eagle because Oak and Eagle are basically the same machine, or Beaver, but Beavers are more expensive. So just make sure that you stick to one of those brands. That's my recommendation. There's other ones out there that they might work for you, but my family's always been Oak Eagle and Northwestern fans. So, and with the Oak Eagle, you can the 1 inch machines can go up to $1. So you could be selling the tiny capsules for $1 if you wanted to. And they're still making mechanisms. So that's something to keep in mind. Whereas some of the other brands, I mean, Beaver's still around. Um, Northwestern is owned by NEN, and they do a really good job through SSM to get stuff out. But you just have to give them some lead time because they're producing a lot of stuff for themselves as well. But it's a good solid machine. So that's where my head is. Don't want
So
electric.
we got rid of our candy recently. So we stopped doing candy. We have a few gumball machines that we still do because gumball is pretty popular at a couple locations. But we do bulk, and a lot of our bulk stuff is still really popular. And we do a lot of stickers and tattoos and a lot of Pokeballs, and we also do a lot of stuff from SSM and All Star and a few other places that have some really cool 2-inch bulk stuff that we do, and it does very well for us. But we have very few that are locations that are just bulk. So usually they're along with a claw, like a mini claw or something like that. But we do
Yep.
still have a few candy locations on their own. I mean, gumball locations on their own. But it seems like that for us was, it takes a long time to sell through that stuff versus like the toys and stuff, and they never really go bad. So, and then for the longest time, we were doing those nerd gumballs, and those were really popular, and they were doing
So
really
good.
well for
They were
us.
so good.
And we went to the, what are they called?
Dippin'
What's
Dots.
the Dippin' Dots, and those still do pretty good for us. But I think
I
that, yeah, the nerd ones were the best that we ever did. People were like, "What?" Like nerd gumballs. Like they thought that
Yeah,
was really
the nerd
cool.
ones were good. And I know like I think the other similar one now is the blow pop gumballs. So there's
Hmm.
that. And there's the new American gumballs with that. What was that guy's name? Gumball guy or whatever. He
Yeah.
did a video on those or something like that. So I know there's I think, and those are technically by Ford or whatever, right?
Right.
So those are supposed to be really good gumballs too. So I haven't tried them yet, but those might be a good solution for people that were looking for a replacement for Nerds gumballs.
Yeah. And I think that those, the Ford, from what I understand, like back in the day, and Jen could probably tell us more, but like Ford was like the gumball back in the day, right? So,
Yep.
yeah. So, all right. Let's see.
I also really like the Glimmer gumball from A&A.
Oh,
Well, I haven't
It's
do you have
like
a
tried that
picture of
one.
this? No.
it's
What do those look
a
like?
shiny. It's like a metallic. The company that made the nerd one, they used to do that style gumball, and you could even get them printed on. You could get them by color. It was a really cool company because, um, like I was telling you about the wedding stuff, like it would be really cool or like team stuff. So you could get like, we have Oregon Ducks, so green and yellow. And they were this like
Oh,
shiny metallic color. And then they would also duplex print onto them. So you could get
Oh,
names put
that's
on.
cool.
Yeah.
So I could get Galaxy Games 843 gumballs if I wanted to, technically.
Well, they're not in business anymore.
But
So
when they were in
hmm.
business, though, I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Brawlicon was saying that he got the location because of a power thing. Here, I'll pop that one up too.
Yeah, Brawlicon says Gen Vend, many locations don't want an electric vending machine. A bulk rack helps sell some locations and sell products without electricity. That's how I landed a new location.
Yeah, 100%. It's true.
The only thing I ever get concerned about when it comes to bulk racks and like moving to $1 per vend on some of those things, like How many people really have that many quarters in their pocket? Like,
So you
you
just have to
almost need a change
find
machine.
you have to find a way to have it so the location either is supplying the quarters so that they have a
Mhm.
backstock, or
Yeah,
you add a change machine. So like if I have a big bulk rack now, I usually try to have a change machine so that
sure.
no matter what, if they run out of quarters, I'm able to supply them. So that's
Nice.
how I've just went about it, is I just keep adding more change machines, and that way it hasn't really affected. But I agree that the quarter is harder and harder to have people put in. They're not going to put $5 worth of quarters in. I mean, they might have a $5
Yeah,
bill, and if you have a change machine,
yeah,
they'll
sure.
exchange it. But also, this mindset of here's a $5 bill. It takes more action, or it takes more steps to go through and spend that $5 than it does if someone puts in a $5 bill into a crane. So
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
that, I mean, I love bulk and I am a huge fan of having bulk racks, but it's not for everyone. And like yesterday, we spent 4.5 hours organizing capsules. So it's just, it's another thing to add on to your plate. So, and I agree, there's a lot of places that are okay with having a bulk rack or a small bulk rack that isn't okay with having you put a crane in. And so, there's sometimes an easier way to make the money there than just getting a flat out no. Um,
Yep.
so sorry, I started reading the comments, but
Yeah, no, I think that it's one of those things that when you know, if you can get into locations any way you can, and then also like if you do a good job, you might be able to add, a claw machine, like a mini or something too. Like if they're like kind of against it at first, it might be a way to get your foot in the door, and then they see how serious and how much you really want to do this thing. You can then go and and then add to your location, and then get something like a claw machine or something like that for sure. So very cool.
And I was really hoping that Kevin would have done it, but Kevin and I were brainstorming on how we could get a change machine into a claw machine so that you could have a big claw next to your bulk rack, and then it's this reciprocal thing so that they're putting money into this kind of safe compartment, but also still using your bulk rack.
Wow.
Kind of like those
Um,
coin pushers
there was
back
a
in the day that had the built-in change machines. Do you remember those?
uh-uh.
So yeah,
Really?
I want to say Aaron has some of those in some of his videos, where it's got a dollar bill acceptor and a hopper inside, and you can put like a 5, a 10, whatever you want into the coin pusher through the dollar bill acceptor, and it spits out all those quarters in like the where you would win the quarters, and then as you play, instead of falling into like the tray in the bottom, they fall back into the coin changer hopper.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a really
that's really
really cool,
cool.
really cool design.
Nice. Okay, so there's a question.
Next Gen Tech says, I have a bowling alley location that's letting me use 1,500 square feet of space to do an arcade. Should I use a token or game card system? Is there anyone that does arcades that you'd recommend I ask? Everyone I've talked to says the card systems are the way to go now. You can, easily change your prices should you need to. People are more willing to spend more money. There's multiple benefits. It's a little bit more cost effective, or a little bit more costly to invest up front, but everybody I've talked to says the cards are the way to go. That's why you pretty much don't even see token arcades anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, and
you
I
know
think
why
that
they did tokens? Because they could make money off of people taking the tokens out. So the tokens only cost them, like at the time, like 10 cents.
Hmm.
So, I mean, same thing with cards. They put money on cards, and then a lot of people walk away with money still on their cards.
Yep.
So it's, I mean, it's kind of a win-win. you incentivize them to spend more by having like a tiered system
Mhm.
so that they will put like $50 versus just putting in a $10 bill. So give them a reason to hit that higher amount. I mean, there's a ton of different card reader systems out there. There's Embed, Intercard, Amusement Connect, which if you have jukeboxes, Amusement Connect connects with AMI. So if you are going to do a jukebox in there, you could add that into it. There's just so many different ones. Kiosoft has their own. So if you already have Kiosoft, you might talk to someone, someone on the stream. I'm sure that you will be able to set something up so that you're getting a little bit higher value per customer than just, someone coming in with a $10 bill. Get them to use that card, swipe that card, and you remove the sense of they're spending money. You're
Yeah.
buying enjoyment. That's what they're buying. They're buying a fun time. And so by having them not know the price, like, so the card systems, it goes off points. So they swipe their card. Like if you're playing like the SpongeBob or Over the Edge, you just keep hitting that button and you don't even realize that you're just
Just
spending a
spam it.
dollar. Oh, there's
Just
two
spam that
dollars.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's $3. And so that's my opinion on it. I think that I personally don't have experience with any of those systems other than helping someone kind of set something up, but I know that each one of those companies has their pros, has their cons, and all have very nice salespeople. They buy us at the Oregon AMOA meetings. They always they donate stuff to the auction or do different things. So there's a lot of really nice people out there that are in that kind of industry. So cha-ching, cha-ching, like Pokemon Polls said.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and it does. I mean, and then I know even Kiosoft has a new system too, and I know David's been using it and he's had really good results with it. So I think that it is a mindset, and I know that like a lot of people are worried about Kittern coming in, or I mean, why is my brain not working?
Kittleton.
Kittleton, thank you, coming in and stealing locations and stuff, but they're using that token system, and a lot of people don't like that. They don't like buying the tokens and then putting the machines. They're
Right.
usually left over with
Yep.
tokens. So I think that that's going to be, in the long run, a turnoff for a lot of people to the token type systems. So I think they work in some locations, but a lot of people are turned off by doing that versus doing cards and stuff like that. So there was another question. So did I pop this one up yet about the bowling alley? Did I do that one?
Yep.
Yeah, not that one. Sorry. So we did that one. Where's the other one? I missed one that I was. Oh, here we go. So Darren had a question. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead.
Darren
Sorry.
wants to know, I set up readers today and it allowed $5 for 6 plays, but I couldn't do a bonus on the machine that allowed the same with cash. When I tried, the reader gave a bunch of extra plays. So
Oh,
I'm not sure what kind of machine you have or what kind of readers you have, but I know some
That's what I
machines
do.
will offer bonus plays.
Or do you
so
want to take
that
it, Jonathan?
no, go ahead. So have you done the bonus plays with cash on the rainy machines, or have you only done it on the canning machines, or which one have you done?
I've done it on both.
Okay, cool. Because he tried asking me, and I haven't done bonus plays for cash yet. So maybe you can explain to him and everybody how to set that up, because I haven't done it on those machines yet. So if you want to explain it, that'd be cool.
I wish I knew the exact terminology, but I think it's called Bo. I almost want to run upstairs and look. But it's one of the first things in the menu, and I set it to 5. And do you know what it's called? It's like one of the first things, and it's like a bonus or a prize bonus or something, or No? Okay. Darren, I will
If I go to
text
my menu,
you. I'll
yeah,
look at it. I'll look at it. I'll text you.
I have it in my
But basically,
screens here.
it changes the amount for NAYAX and Kiosoft, how many pulses. So if you have the bonus going, it will mess up if you're doing the settings that people that don't run the bonus. If you're just using their settings. So if you got them from Jonathan, you need to account for that in your pulses. So because it's sending an extra pulse for $5, you want to recalculate your pulses. You basically subtract, I forget how I did it,
Oh,
but
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and I got to play with it. I told him I'd go in there and mess with it to see if I could figure it out because I hadn't done it. I've only been running bonus plays with credit cards. So that's pretty cool. That's very
Yeah,
cool. So we
that's the
can,
thing. A machine can't determine, it just gets credits built up. It can't determine whether it came from cash or from a credit card reader. So it's almost like you have to be careful. You're going to be giving out like double bonuses or double bonus plays.
A3
yeah.
is the code. Okay, is what Jay Hayes said. He said A3 is the code. He thinks. So that's what I was trying to figure out is we're because on different machines it's set up different. So you're right, it has to be set up correctly. And then he put it at like 5 and then that wasn't he was trying to adjust it to make it give it the extra one, but it wasn't working correctly. So if anybody knows, put in the comments if you know an easy way to explain it or post it in the Discord or let us know. So yeah, for sure. Okay, more comments. Let's see. Let's see. I think I
Also, someone
covered.
brought up a U-turn. I didn't read the whole comment, but
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
run, run, run.
Oh, you don't like those? I've never used
No.
one.
I've never owned one either, but they just look like they're not great. Like Vend stars. Vend stars are another machine. Do just run away from.
I've never used those before. Yeah, it sounds like something. Yes. So Elite Claw said exactly. Go ahead and read that for sure.
Elite Claw Amusement says someone needs to do a video on the bonus play setup.
Yeah, and I need to learn how to do it because I've never done it before. Like I said, I've only done it with credit card readers, so it is something that, and I don't even know if David's done it either. I'd have to ask him and see if he's done it. He would know. I mean, he knows the machines better than anybody, but it is something we need to figure out how to do. But can you? I guess my question is, Jen, you can do it along with doing it on the credit card reader at the same time, right? You can do bonus plays for cash and bonus plays for cards at the same time on both units? Or is it one or the other? Is my question, I guess.
I don't know if this is what you mean, but I'm going to explain to you what I think you're saying is so when you put in a $5 bill, it gives you 6 plays. So on your actual claw, there's a setting in there. So anytime it gets 5 times 4 credits put in, um, it'll ring up an extra 4 credit, like a 4 pulses is what the
Right.
term is. So it'll do an extra 4 pulses. So because it's doing the extra 4 pulses, you need to, when you're setting up your credit card reader, you have to basically, if you don't want it to do double pulses, double the bonus. So they do like $5 with credit card. You don't want to give them the bonus on the credit card. You want to have it be normal. So it's sending the $5 pulses. You don't want to do your bonus on the credit card. You want to basically have it just send the $5 worth of like pulses so that the machine will add a pulse. Well, it'll add the 4 free. It'll another free play.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what
So
you're saying.
every
So
time,
you
every amount, you want to make sure that So I have the machine do the bonuses versus the credit card reader do the
Ah,
bonus.
Correct.
But
okay.
if you want them to spend on the credit and you want to give more credits or bonuses, you just need to take into consideration that for every $5, if that's how you set it, that's how I set it, that it will automatically send a free time of playing. So 4
And
pulses.
so instead of,
Yeah.
so you don't add the extra pulses on the credit card reader. So you don't
Correct.
do,
So
so you don't
the
do
best way to handle that
24 on
would
5.
be
You
to
know what I mean?
set it up to get the bonus plays through the machine, not the credit card reader. The credit card reader
Correct.
doesn't give any bonuses, and put a sign on the machine that says, bonus for $5, you get 6 plays.
Correct.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
The thing that makes it tricky is if you're doing $2 a play, sometimes if you don't calculate it right, after they're done playing, it'll look like 2 quarters are on the machine
Yeah.
because it
Okay.
sends a weird amount of pulses. I had that happen with one of mine that was at a $2, and I figured out that it was over counting it by 2 pulses.
And I think that you can only do one bonus option, like on the machine. I don't think you can do multiple. Like
Correct.
it doesn't allow you. It would only
Yeah.
be for like $5. But if
Well,
and so
denominations of $5.
right, denominations of
So if
$5 is what I mean. Correct.
yeah, so if they
Mhm.
put in a 10, they get 2 bonuses.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So,
So
but
that
on your
that
credit card reader, you could add an extra. So if you want them to pay, do like $20 and you want to give them like 4 credits, 4 extra plays, you would add 1 extra play to your credit card pulses that it's sending to the machine.
4 more pulses. Yeah, 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see. But then, this is where it kind of melts your brain a little bit, because
little
you have
bit.
to kind of you have to think about it.
A little bit. Yeah.
Are we losing you, Matt? You look a little blurry. Are you still there?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know
Oh,
if I'm getting like an internet connection issue. Yeah, it is looking blurry. What's up with that?
yeah. I don't know. You sound great. Your sound looks fine. It's just you're like your face is a little bit blurry.
I mean, I'm a little tired. I don't know if that's showing through on the camera.
Well, I mean, David's not here. We can go till 7:30 tonight. We don't have to go all the way till 8. We can take final things. I still didn't sell those last 25 tickets I need to sell. But let's take a few more questions and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. And
Yeah, sounds good.
I can get my coffee cleaned off myself, and then I still got to go do more our route and everything tonight too. So, but I'd really like to know how to do that. So if somebody knows how to do it in the Discord, definitely post it, or help people out if they want to know, because I couldn't help out Darren and I felt really bad.
Yeah.
So
So with Darren's, so when you do your pulses from your credit card reader, you need to have it send less so you want to, I don't know, I can text with you or I can just call you and figure it out with you. But it looks like Andrew has kind of a similar question. It's just you have to remember that for each dollar, it's sending 4 pulses.
Mm-hmm.
So however you want to set it so that it, is getting that information. Just take into consideration that when you put in a $5 bill and you have it set for a $5 bonus, it's going to send another 4 credits. So when you do it on your credit card reader, you need to account for that. So basically subtract 4 so that it's not sending extra, if that makes sense.
yeah, it does. I need to play with it though to make sure I understand that it's all set up correctly, because I don't want people to assume that they're going to get something and then have it not work correctly. You know what I mean? Like I really want, like, we need to break it down for people into like even like an Excel spreadsheet or something of like, this is how many pulses for this and this is how many, so people understand and make it really, because I mean, yeah. Mr. Anime Frank still wants his special badge. So yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I mean, I don't see many more comments on anything. Any other questions before we go? We covered everything we needed to cover. I got these I got to sell, so I still have 24 more tonight. So if you're listening after the fact, either on the podcast or watching it on a later date, definitely reach out to me and I'll get you the rest of those 25 sold. So we're caught up for 50 for next week, so we can get them all sold.
And when you say Discord, you mean the Xtreme Vending Discord?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the link is down below in the description for sure. Yep. All right. Anything else, you guys? Do you want to cover before we go?
All good here.
No. All good. You good, Jen?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. So I'll see you guys. I'll see. I know Matt's got to work, but I'll see you Monday morning, Jen, on Vending Academy, and we'll see everybody else in the Discord, Xtreme Vending Discord, link down below. Let us know if you guys have any questions. Reach out to us. Always happy to answer questions. And yeah, Matt, send us out. You're the man.
Yeah, guys, thanks again for hanging out with us week after week. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all the supports, and we'll see you next week, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, all.